I was out with real estate agents in Vegas over the weekend, and I just want to say, I don't know if this is true in your markets, but a lot of you real estate agents are soft and you're just whiny. Now, I understand that transactions are down. I understand it's harder than 2 years ago, but it's never supposed to be as easy as it was in 2022. So the fact that you're whining right now tells me that you're soft. So after listening to multiple agents, specifically buyers agents, but I got heat for listing agents too. You buyers agents are just whiny little bitches. Oh, my buyer did this, my buyer did that. We saw 17 homes and then they're pulled out. They're uncertain, they're nervous, they're this, they're that, they're this, they're that. And I listened to this for a little while and I finally had enough. And I said, guys, I told you that this year is going to suck. It's going to be the hardest year on record for real estate agents. But if you get your head out of your ass, you can actually crush it in this market. And they're like, okay, what do you mean? Well, I'm like, let me take your buyer as an example. Okay, great. So your buyer has identified what townhouse or condo community they want to live in, right? Yes, they have. The condo community has 412 properties. Any one time there's 3 or 4 that are listed. That's where they want to live. That's where their friends are, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, great. What's going on? Well, we were getting pretty close on some, but, then they backed out and, they didn't want to do anymore and they're going to wait till next year. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, great. Well, how many listings are there in that community now? Oh, it's exploding. It usually is only 3 or 4 the last couple of years. Now there's 17. I'm like, interesting. So there's 17 and there used to be 4 in your whining. I'm like, he's like, yeah, what do you mean? I'm like, okay, dude, you just don't freaking get it. What your seller has told you is they have a buy box, right? They've told you where they want to live. Now you're telling me that inventory is up 400%, right? You've gone from 4 to 17. It's up 400%. And you're sitting here going, I don't know what to do. Well, Mr. or Mrs. Lazy Buyer's Agent, I suggest you do the following. You call up your buyer and say, great news. The condo community you want to live in is having having a sale or having whatever. I want to do something crazy with you if you're comfortable doing this. I want to write 5 offers on 5 different listings. And we're going to write crazy offers. I mean, like 20, 25, 30% off. Now, I don't expect us to get any of these offers, but you know what we're going to do, Mr. or Mrs. Buyer, is we're going to find out who is motivated. So here's the deal. I need commitment from you, Mr. Buyer, that if we somehow find a extremely motivated seller, get a massive discount today of at least, pick a number, 15, 20%, whatever you want it to be, that you're going to move forward. Are you okay with that? And then, oh, by the way, in the offers on the, comment section, tell every listing agent and seller that you have made 5 offers on 5 different properties, list the addresses, and say, we are going to take the first one that says yes. Be completely above board. Now, again, you're going to have to write lots of offers. I'm sorry, do your job. And you're going to have to do a lot of communications and counters. I'm sorry, do your job. But if you want to make it rain and you want to support your buyers, do your freaking job. Get them the best offer that is possible. So again, you are lucky. You have a buy box. You can go hunting. You can find motivated sellers. All I got to tell you is stop whining and start writing offers. Now, let me go to the listing agents. Listing agents, you don't escape either. Lots of viewers telling me listings are staying longer, days on market, open houses, all of this thing is not happening. Again, you're being soft. You're being whiny. Instead, communicate with your sellers. Tell them what is going on. And if they still have to sell, educate them that they can attract more offers by offering some type of seller financing, offer rate buy downs, do what is required to stand out from the crowd. In fact, if you are a listing agent, you should be educating your sellers on the fact that how home buyers are selling or home builders are selling today. They're selling on payment, not on price. So you as a seller, you can do the same thing. You need to have deeper and longer conversations. This is a hard market. Most real estate agents, most mortgage brokers are going to quit or go broke. A few of you will look into the noise, look into the void, and you will crush it because you will do what no one else does. You will find the motivated sellers for your buyers. You will write lots of offers. You will have a machine follow up every week until the property is sold or taken off the market. This is the time to have fun. This is the time to get creative. This is the time to create a name. If you can crush it in a market sub 4 million existing home sales, you are going to crush it in 26, in 27, in 28, where most people are working at Starbucks. All right, rant over. Stop being soft. Do your freaking job.